Hey, sleepyhead. Want some breakfast? I expected Spike to wake up to the sound of my voice or open his beautiful eyes, but he couldn't hear me. Right, I forgot he couldn't hear. In my dreams, nothing's changed. Spike can hear and everything's all right.
He still can be. That's what we have to hope for.
Where's Zach? Oh, I just passed him in the hall. He said he had something to do, but he'll be back as soon as he can.
Oh my God, it's Ian.
No,
something's wrong with Ian.
No, Kendall, Ian's fine. He's fine.
Okay, so then you're not here about Ian, my baby?
Oh, no. This is Dr. Norton. He's the specialist that we brought in for Spike.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. There's so many doctors lately.
Quite all right, Mrs. Slater. As I was telling your husband, getting a definitive diagnosis on Spike isn't going to be easy with the equipment at hand.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's not like Pine Valley is some sort of backwoods clinic.
I meant no disrespect, simply that the tools we would use to diagnose someone as young as your son are quite new and not readily available.
Okay. Okay, fine. So where are they?
In my clinic in Dallas. I believe the other two machines in use are in Switzerland and Japan. Sorry. Be right back.
Dallas. Well, we could fly there. We could fly there and have Spike there by this afternoon.
Hold on a second. I don't know if that's such a good idea, Kendall.
Well, why not?
Well, because Spike just had major surgery. He's not ready to leave the ICU. Never mind fly to Dallas. I think it's a little bit risky.
Wait, since when are you in charge of what happens to our son? You heard the doctor, Ryan. Spike can't get any real treatment until they know what's caused his deafness. And they can do that with this equipment in Dallas.
When it is safe for him to travel.
Yeah, according to you.
No, according to the doctors that are treating him.
I can't stand this, Ryan. I can't. Look at him. Look at our son. I'm whispering like he can hear me. Ryan, when he's asleep, he is so peaceful. But when he's awake and he's looking around, he's confused and scared, and I want to help him, and there's not a damn thing I can do to fix it.
Dr. Norton, there's a bit of a disagreement here.
Is it safe for Spike to fly?
Kendall.
No, I need to know if it's safe for him.
Normally, we have to be concerned with pressure in the cabin increasing the risk of clots forming. Spike's situation is far more complicated. Think how many times you have to clear your ears as the altitude changes. Spike can't do that. Right now, the hearing loss is reversible. The flight could make it permanent.
Okay, so the diagnostic equipment exists, but we can't use it, so why even bring it up?
Spike isn't in immediate danger. If his recovery from the surgery continues at this pace, I'll monitor the hearing problem.
Oh, so you can't even tell me when he'll get the help that he needs?
Kendall, take it easy.
No, you know what? Are we supposed to be impressed with you? You have this new shiny hunk of metal in Dallas, and it doesn't matter a damn if Spike can get to it or not, if we can help him.
Spike will get there.
No, someday it's not good enough.
You only need to be patient for a little while.
I would love to hear you tell that to your wife. If your son were lying here not knowing what the hell is going on.
You really need to calm down.
No, stop it. I'm so sick of everybody telling me to calm down.
Listen, everyone told me to calm down when I was in labor. Okay, it didn't help. It didn't help me, Ryan. All right, Ian. My other child, Ian, is still very premature, and everything went to hell. Greenlee took Spike. She nearly ran him off. She ran him off the road. And now you know what? My son can't hear. So you know when I'll calm down, Ryan? I will calm down when my son can hear my voice again.
I'll be right back.
So, it's his way or no way?
I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, the guy's a specialist.
Yes, I understand that, Ryan, but his special equipment is thousands of miles away. I mean, I guess, you know what? We don't even have to fly. We can drive. We can drive.
Kendall, a toddler who's just had major surgery. You want to pack him in a car? It's too risky.
No, listen to me. Listen, it can be a bus. It can be a bus. It can be one of those deluxe things that rock stars tour, and he can have an army of doctors with him.
All right, listen. The hearing loss is not life-threatening, okay? There's no deadline here.
Ryan, I want our son back to normal as soon as possible.
Of course you do, and so do I, Kendall.
Okay, but instead of making it happen, you'd rather just sit back and wait?
Ryan, could you get us some coffee, please?
No, I'm awake enough. I don't need comforting or cheerleading. So if you're going to say something that remotely resembles that, then you can just forget it, okay?
Okay. You're frustrated as hell. So is Ryan.
This isn't about us, what we're going through. This is about Spike and what it's like for him. One day, you can hear your mommy singing the giggle and wiggle song to you. Hear your daddy telling you these crazy stories. And then the next day, nothing. What happened to the sound? What is Spike thinking? Why did this happen to him? I will not let my son dance to tunes that he dimly remembers from years ago. I will not let him be different or cut off from the world.
It's an awful feeling when someone needs you and you can't help them. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Everything is for sale. I don't care how much it costs. You owe me. Make it happen. Fast.
You and Ryan both want the same thing. For Spike to be well again.
Yeah, we're just not together on the how or when.
He's as anxious as you are for them to diagnose the problem and start treatment. Don't make Ryan the enemy, Kendall. You guys need each other now more than ever. You have to stick together.
I didn't mean to snap at Ryan. If it's dangerous for Spike to travel, well, then obviously I don't want to make things worse. I'm just so
Scared.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
So what do you think about driving Spike to Dallas? Do you think it's too risky?
At this point, I strongly advise against it. I'll follow Spike's progress here and do all that I can. Believe me.
Thank you.
Dr. Wyatt. Dr. Wyatt, call your office.
Did he fill you in?
Mm-hmm. The test that Spike needs means we have to get on a plane. Only Spike can't get on a plane, so we just have to wait. It's a dead end.
Not anymore. The mountain is coming to Mohammed. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, looking after Spike.
What?
I made a couple of phone calls.
Have you told Kendall yet?
No, I haven't had time. Spike and Ian.
You gotta go tell her. This is gonna take a lot of pressure off of her.
Hey.
Hey, how's Ian?
He's sleeping like a baby.
Hey, what do you say we go check in on Spike? Huh? Let's get that.
Ryan, wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. So I think you're right. Whatever we need to do for Spike, we'll do, even if that means watching and waiting.
Mm-hmm. Well, the waiting's over. Pine Valley Hospital is going high-tech. The equipment we need is being delivered.
Now this is more like it. Was it horribly expensive?
Still got a few bucks left.
It was really generous, Zach. Not just for Spike, but for other kids, too.
We should probably get a plaque or something in the lobby. What do you think?
For sure. Or at least like a statue or something.
Yeah, small one.
But I know Ryan wants to chip in on this, too. We'd be glad to give money for the machine.
I know that. Not a problem.
I wish we could tell Spike the good news.
Why don't you? No, seriously, why don't you tell him? I mean, he'll see your smile. He'll pick up on the good vibe. Must be a little bit of a bummer. Always seen us so upset and, making such a fuss.
You know what? Things are gonna be great. You know why? Because you're gonna get all better before you know it. That's right, honey. Daddy Zach fixed it.
Thank you.
How long will it take to set up?
You really... And it's being delivered?
Today, how long will it take?
A couple of hours to set up, test runs, make sure everything's properly calibrated.
Then we can test Spike.
First thing in the morning.
Well, when will we know the results?
Complete testing takes a couple of hours. As soon as it's done, I'll be able to make my diagnosis.
This is treatable. This is treatable. We will follow whatever you advise, and Spike will hear again. I know he will.